Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear students, today I am with the topic that is agriculture. And first, we will try to learn the derivation of the word agriculture. Agriculture has been derived from two Latin words, that is ager and culture. Ager in Latin means soil, and culture in Latin means cultivation. In this context, we can say that agriculture means soil cultivation or cultivation of soil. But agriculture, the word agriculture in broad sense, we can say it is the science and art of cultivation of soil or land, raising crops and rearing of livestock. Usually we say that agriculture is the cultivation of land, but it is the narrow meaning of agriculture. In broad meaning, agriculture means the cultivation of land, raising crops, rearing of livestock, pisciculture, sericulture, floriculture, horticulture, etc. These all types of cultures, that is pisciculture, floriculture, sericulture, apiculture, these all cultures fall in the category of agriculture. And here in this definition, the science and art of cultivation. Science in agriculture here means the knowledge about soil, what type of soil we required in a particular type of agriculture, what type of climate we need here in a particular type of cultivation, what type of seeds we usually use in the cultivation of crops, and what type of machinery we need in a particular type of agriculture. And the knowledge about all these things is known as science here in agriculture. And the second word, that is art, the science and art. Art here means ways, the various ways of cultivation, the various ways of cultivation, or the ways of raising different types of crops and the ways of rearing of livestock. All these ways here is known as art. So the science and art of cultivation of land, raising crops and rearing of livestock is known as agriculture. But here the first statement I put before you, the cultivation of land. It is the head of agriculture. It is the head of cultivation of land is head of agriculture, and all other cultures, that is sericulture, pisciculture, floriculture, horticulture, these are the parts of agriculture. But in nutshell, we can say the cultivation of land plus all these cultures together is known as agriculture. Now we will try to learn here regarding the economic activities, and we should know about agriculture. In which type of economic activity does agriculture fall? There are three types of economic activities. These are primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. Primary activity is the activity in which we are directly concerned with nature. That means the extraction of different types of items, substances from nature falls in the category of primary activity. That means, let me take the example of primary activity. Agriculture is the best example of primary activity. In agriculture, we directly deals with nature. That means with soil, climate, etc. Uh, Forestry is another example for the primary activity. In forestry, we are directly linked with the trees, etc. Trees, herbs, and these are the these are the natural resources. Fishing is another example of primary activity. In all these types of activities, we are directly concerned with nature, or we extract the things directly from nature. And the second one is secondary activity. In primary activities, there are most of the things we cannot use directly. Most of the things in primary activity can't be used directly. They need some sort of processing or manufacturing. And in secondary activity, all these, all those things which can't be used directly, these are processed in the industry or factory or mill, etc. And this these activities, the processing activity, it is linked, it is concerned with the secondary activity. So all the processing of goods fall in the category of secondary activity. That is manufacturing activity. Other activities in which goods are manufactured or processed, those all these things fall in the category of secondary activity. And the third one is tertiary activity. Tertiary activity is activity which provides support to both the primary activity as well as the secondary activity. They provide support through their services. Primary activities provide support through their services to both the primary activity as well as the secondary activities. For example, advertisement. To sell a good in the market, we need its advertisement. Uh, uh, Transport. To supply goods from industry to market, we need transportation for their for their shifting. For their shifting, we need transportation. And another example of tertiary activity is banking. In all the primary and secondary activities, there is the transaction of huge amounts. And for these transactions, we need banking networks. uh, Insurance. In primary as well as in secondary activity, we need insurance, uh, because in certain conditions, we have the threat of crops damage of the crops, or there's a chance of fire in the industries. Mm? These are chance of pests in our crops, pests in our crops. For all these damage, we need to have the insurance for our agriculture and industries, etc. And this insurance also fall in the category of tertiary activities. Weather bulletins. It is a support for the agriculture. Weather bulletins. We schedule our agriculture activity on the weather bulletins. What we have to do for tomorrow in agriculture, that depends on the climate, and the climate condition, the weather conditions are broadcasted on our television status, and we can study them from the website, different websites, weather websites, etc. All these are the support to the primary and secondary activity, and these fall in the category of tertiary activities. Good. Here, agriculture is the falls in the category of primary activity. You know, in world, 50% of people are engaged in agriculture. 50%, half of the world's population is engaged in agriculture. And in India, the scenario is that two-third of the population, two-third of the population, two-third of the population is dependent on agricultural activities. That means they derive their livelihood from agriculture, directly or indirectly. Directly means they are directly engaged in the farming, rearing of cattle, dairy farming, horticulture, pisciculture, and indirect agriculture activities are the activities. That means a, a vendor, vegetable vendor, is on the shop, and we take vegetables from the vegetable vendor. But the vegetable vendor takes these vegetables from the agricultural sector. That means he earns his livelihood from the agricultural sector indirectly. Okay, and now 2/3 of the population depends on agriculture in India, and India is an agrarian country. India is an agrarian country, and here agriculture, for the agriculture purpose, we need favorable topography. We need favorable. Different types of crops are cultivated on different types of lands. Some crops are cultivated on the mountainous regions, and some crops are cultivated in the plain regions, and some crops are cultivated in the coastal regions, etc. This is the topography, nature of land. Nature of land plays the role in the cultivation of crops or in agriculture. Another is climate. Climate has a role in agriculture. Different types of climates are suitable for different types of agriculture. Soil. What type of soil we need to raise different types of crops? Skilled labor. Skilled labor means the labor which are professional, who know how a particular activity in agriculture can be done. Okay. Arable land. The term arable land. Arable land is land which is suitable for agriculture, or the land on which crops are grown. It is usually the fertile land. So the lands on which the crops are grown are known as arable lands. And we see in India the northern plains, the Gangestic plains of India are the arable lands. The coastal regions of India are arable lands on which we grow crops. This was all for today's lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.